Here we go.
Hi, Annette. It's lovely seeing you.
Yes, hi, Tanika. Great to see you as well.
Yes. So for today, we decided together to do a little workshop, and talk about workplace bullying. And you're the expert in workplace bullying. And can you introduce yourself, what it is you do?
Yeah. Right. Well, I'm Annette, and my company is Annette Shaw Unstoppable You Coaching. And I decided to specialize in workplace bullying because it's something that I unfortunately had experience of myself. It had a terrible effect on my mental health. I became very depressed. I felt very demoralized, and absolutely no self-esteem at all. Luckily, I was helped by a local mental health charity here in Oxford. They helped me get back my self-esteem and my self-confidence through gardening therapy and through life coaching. Although, you know, they are a mental health charity, but they are not specializing in workplace bullying. But while I was going through the recovery process, I decided I wanted to train as a life coach to help women like myself who come from a senior administrative background with workplace bullying, because it is unfortunately very, very common, and there isn't really an awful lot of help out there. There's lots of advice out there.
Yes.
But I wanted to be there as a support. We go through it, and to help you actually find the joy in your life again, because it is there. So the way to do it is really through first of all, practice self-care. You really need to practice self-care, and I wanted to tell you that self-care is not selfish, because if you look at it like that, for example, if you're on an aeroplane and the oxygen mask dropped down because of loss of pressure, you need to put on your oxygen mask first before helping anybody else. You have to make sure you can breathe. And you can also look at it in terms of filling up your own cup, because you can't look after anybody else if you are running on empty.
That's true. So filling up your own cup,
yeah.
Get your oxygen mask on first,
Yes.
Help yourself first before you help another. And you're the one from, you set up your own business, Unstoppable You, which is a fantastic title that helps women in senior administration positions with workplace bullying, and you've dealt with it yourself. And I think that's a great attraction for other women who are listening, and to have a life coach who been there before them. And it helped you with gardening therapy, which is sounds fantastic. It's very a mindful thing to do, isn't it? And also for life coaching, and that's something that a lot of people never think about. So it's like dealing with your own personal self-esteem issues, like, oh, you know, have to fill up your own cup, and you just put on your own oxygen mask. What else is it that they can do?
Well, I mean, if I was coaching, I would also look at my clients' values. What values do they have? And it's those, I mean, some of our values change as we go through life, but there are certain values that are totally non-negotiable. What are they? And, first of all, become aware of them. What is important to you? And
so, for example, if people are listening and they never heard about values, what is an example of personal values?
Personal value, I mean, friendship is a personal value. Compassion is a
friendship, compassion.
And people who are at the receiving end of bullying, well, they're looking for compassion, they're looking for respect. Well, respect can also be, respect the other person,
respect.
These are values, and You want to be totally aligned with these values.
Yeah.
And this helps you to set boundaries that, you know, what treatment will you accept? And unfortunately, this may throw the bully, and they won't be able to handle it. But also, in order to protect yourself at work, there is a method called grey rocking method.
Grey rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yes, because what happens is if a bully says something nasty to you, say, oh, how could you? How dare you? You know, this is outrageous. They feed off that. You need to starve the bully off the oxygen of feeding off your emotions.
So that's what the game is they're playing, right?
That is absolutely. Yes.
They want you to respond and react in a certain way,
yes,
and jump through their hoops, because they feed their sort of image and ego out of that, out of your fear. It's a mind game, and they're playing it very well. And absolutely. Then for you not to respond, you're totally going bland as such, isn't it? You know,
it
respond.
is. Yes, it is going. Yes, and it is the best that. You know, unfortunately, there is no magic bullet. If there was a magic bullet, I would give it to you here and now. Yeah. But there are certain things that you can do to protect yourself. Now, however, if you're just staying very neutral, you will, you know, things will get bottled up, and you will need an outlet for those bottled up emotions, because otherwise it won't do you any good. So you're not. So when you come home from work at the end of the day, if you can do something like go for a run, or maybe lock yourself away and punch a pillow,
steam outlet,
like to get just to get something to release those pent-up emotions, because they have to be released. That's very, very
don't
important.
Bottle up your emotions.
No, don't bottle up your emotions. Otherwise, you
talk to a life coach.
Otherwise, you damage your own health, but both your physical and your mental health. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. So we have like three key points for people to take away. There, you know, there is a lot more to it, of course, but for our interview, there are three key takeaways. The first one is take care of yourself.
Yes.
Like, you cannot pour from an empty cup, and look for outlets and ways to distract yourself at the end of the evening, and don't bottle it up.
Absolutely.
And then the second one is look at your own values, and what are your values, and make sure you are aligned with your values, and you know, setting your own boundaries there. And a life coach can really help with that, because it's a difficult thing to do.
Oh, it is. Yes.
And then the third one is grey rocking. So don't play into the game, and we can just send there. If you look it up, grey rocking on internet, there are fantastic examples as well. Grey rocking.
Yes.
It's a. I never heard of the method before I met you, so it's a fantastic method. That is, I would definitely recommend trying out, even with a toxic colleague or family member or friends. You know, you can try it out and see. Let us know.
It's not just at work. I mean, if you haven't, quite often we have. Unfortunately, we have people within our own families that can be bullies, and just don't give them the satisfaction of an emotional response. Yes, it's easier said than done, but it's, you know, it takes some practice.
It does, It is quite hard. The emotion will not go away of the unfairness, but it will starve the bully from the oxygen they need, so they will eventually move on to another person. And then you can work under the surface underneath. You know, you can work out with the life coach will really help. And I would definitely recommend you as a life coach for bullying. And I think it's so important to know you don't have to walk that path alone, and to talk to somebody who just been there like you and survived and thrived.
Yes.
As well. And is there anything else you want to say to the audience as a last comment?
Yes, it is also, you know, on this point of being alone, because when we are being bullied, we can feel very alone, because sometimes even people that we think are friends don't really understand what's going on, and they might just say things like, "Hey, come on, just stand up for yourself."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never that easy, and you do need some support. I think in some way I was lucky that I did have one or two colleagues who were very good, and that made life a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you can get some support. But I mean, on the other hand, this is what I'm here for. So
True.
and also as far as values are concerned, it's just in recent years I have really become aware of the importance of personal values. And obviously, if you want to get away from the bully and you start looking for other jobs, bring your values into this. Make sure that wherever you go next, whatever your companies, that their values are aligned with yours.
Yeah, so ask the interviewer, look at the job description, ask people who work there, what are the company values and are they aligned with yours? What's the goal, ultimate goal of the company, and things like that. There's a lot of
things like, if you can find some, what is their mission statements, and try and find out, how employees are treated. And obviously, I think if look at things like, unfortunately, quite often you don't find out until you actually join the companies, but if employees stay there a long time, then obviously they are treated well, because if an employee feels appreciated, they're always willing to go the extra mile.
Yeah, so there's
they're appreciated for their work, then they will stay with the company.
If there's a high turnover rate from employees,
that's
you have to.
That's a red flag. Yes.
Yeah, it's an alarm bell, alarm bell. Yeah, no, these are really, really good tips, and I think it's only like the tip of the iceberg here, of course. And where can people reach you for if they want to know more about you and your work?
Well, I have a Facebook page, Annette Shaw Unstoppable You Coaching. There's a lot of material on me and my own story and some videos.
Fantastic.
And I have a LinkedIn page just under Annette Shaw.
Fantastic.
So
we will post
find
links
me there. Yes, and direct message me, or I can also put my email address. That will be obviously a different my business email address in there.
Yeah, and, fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. Well,
you can send me a direct message and we can just have a call to find out what's going on, and there's no obligation. No,
it's just good to talk to you first and then see what you can do for them. Well, that sounds perfect. And then I wish everybody watching a very good day, and we'll be in touch. Let us know what you thought of the video and the key points there, and if you tried out any of these key points in real life and what your experience was.
Let us know. Yes,
let us know. And then I see you later on it. Thank you very much.
Okay, see you, Tineke. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.
Stop recording.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.